festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From Minute Maid Park in Houston, opening day baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. Getting the nod in this one, Nolan Ryan. Singing the numbers he's racked up in his career are almost unprecedented.
Over 5,000 strikeouts, and I think it's in the head of his opponents. It's almost like guys expect to strike out. Can't wait to watch his electric stuff in this one.
Here's Tim Anderson. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. And we're off and running in a brand new season. The wind of the pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that skips into dirt. Got him! And there's a new strikeout king in Major League Baseball.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
One down, base is empty. Strike two.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1-2. Next offering down in the dirt. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
Struck him out without a swing. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
There's a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Here comes a pitch. They say it went.
1-2 count.
And that one lifted in the air center field. Brantley in position. And puts the squeeze on that. And that's the third out. We're midway in inning number 1. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here in Houston. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Righty to the plate. In the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there. Got him. And that's the first out.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now Michael Brantley steps in. First offering, and it just misses. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And he takes a strike. To kick the pitch right through there for a strike. Good job to fight that one off. Three-2 on the way. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now Jeff Bagwell. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Gets the call. That's strike 1. That's a strike.
0-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now Craig Biggio. First offering misses the mark. And a pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
The 0-1. Outside corner. There's a strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last two pitches were well executed.
And here it comes. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Minute Maid Park, top of the second, stepping in the long ball threat, Paul Konerko.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The pitch. And takes low for ball one. Rocketed out towards right center. Tucker calls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Harold Baines. In the air, right center field. This is demolished. Way back and gone. An absolutely majestic shot. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
One out, base is empty. Luis Robert now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Good eye right there.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Yohan Moncada with a chance to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. And the right-hander deals. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport.
Robert on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment or guys are going to be running all game.
Man at second. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike two.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Zavala tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second. Now, Kyle Tucker. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Kyle's brother Preston got a little bit of time in the big leagues. Pretty good left-handed hitter. Played his college ball at the University of Florida. The pitch.
Ball.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Next offering is fouled back. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball.
On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And now it's Alex Bregman. First pitch just misses. Kicks and deals. This one in the air, center field. Robert moves under it. And out number one on the grab.
Batting in, the shortstop,
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. That's in there. Strike one. Tucker, the runner at first with one gone to the inning. Strike two.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And now 1 and 2. And the pitch. Off the mark there.
Ball.
The count now 2 and 2.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Here's the catcher, Kong Kwan Galigalau, looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And a pitch. This one popped up right side. And that one gets down, fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Kwan Galigala with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He was a strikeout victim his first time. There's a strike. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that's down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's ball 4.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Brantley in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Left-hand batter waits. There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's ripped into the outfield. That one hops against the fence. Tucker scores. Altuve rounds third, headed for the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 3-1.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So next up for Houston, Jeff Bagwell. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there for strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
0-2 now. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's 4-1. And he's got a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Craig Biggio up next for the Astros. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's back. And it's off the wall. The run comes in from second. It's 5-1. And that's a double.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. That pretty much split the zone down the middle. And those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the righty deals. In the air out to center. Robert on the move. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We play 2 full. It's the Astros 5 and the White Sox 1. Back here at the ballpark, on to the 3rd inning. Here's Elvis Andrus. Andrus, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. And ball 1. Next one misses, and now 2-0. And another ball. Three-0 down. And that's in for a strike. And he deals. And he walked him.
Nope, that's ball 4. Runner taking base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
A moment everyone thinks of with Tim Anderson is the walk-off homer he hit in the inaugural Field of Dreams game in 2021. That felt like a movie.
Yeah, and it was a movie that Tim Anderson had never seen.
Misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike. And strike 2.
1-2.
One, 2 now. In the air, right side. Tucker makes the play, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 9, Minnie Minoso.
Man at first, and up next for Chicago, Minnie Minoso. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Swing and a miss, and a count 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ball and 2 strikes. Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch just misses. All 3.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Righty delivers. On a line, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Thomas at the plate now. That's ball 1. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Next offering is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
2 on, 1 out. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Here's a 1-2. And now 2-2. Andrews over at second. Minoso over at first with 1 away. Next offering way off the plate. Got it by him for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Paul Konerko steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. The pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here in Houston as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Astros, Kyle Tucker. Cease back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there. Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way. And that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Bregman in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that one almost got him. They say it went.
2-1's the count.
The wind of the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Next offering is down low.
Down is full.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Pena in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
The wind and the pitch. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Hit hard. That gets through.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And next to hit for Houston, Kwan Galigalau. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Galigalau hitting 9th in today's lineup, and he's a native of Taiwan. And there he goes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw there.
No.
Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
2 outs. And that's outside. That one in for a strike. 2-2.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ball popped up. Andrews under this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So 1 hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. It's the Astros 5 and the White Sox 1. Back here in Houston, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Harold Baines. The right-hander back to work. And there's a ball.
You know, these White Sox showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. His 2nd home run of the game, and they inch closer. It's 5-2.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
And now it's Luis Robert, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's in for a strike.
It's 0-1.
The 0-1. Ball one there.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That misses. And that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Center field. Brantley in position. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
And now Yohan Moncada. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And a pitch. And it's even up.
Ball. 2-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Seby Zavala. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Sox move closer on the solo homer. It's now 5-2. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve.
The designated hitter, Jose.
Well, Singy, one of the smallest guys in all of baseball, but the resume is incredible. An MVP in 2017. He's won the World Series twice, 6 times a Silver Slugger, 3 times a batting champ, 8 different times he has been an all-star. What a career he's put together. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
Yeah, and just continuing in the line of Bagwell and Biggio and guys in the Hall of Fame. He's headed there himself, Boog, but one thing about it, you mentioned that size does not hold him back. You know, only Manny Ramirez has more postseason home runs in Major League Baseball history than Jose Altuve.
There's a strike.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Packed house here at Minute Maid. Here comes a 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Altuve runs. Pitch misses. Throw safe. The 1-0. And that's a little bit high. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jimmy Lambert, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Now 3-0.
3-0.
High fly ball out into left center field. Robert makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, first baseman, Jeff Bagwell.
So next up for Houston, Jeff Bagwell.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Altuve, the runner at second with one away. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
At the belt and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk.
Number 7.
Craig Biggio, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run. Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And there's the strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Pickoff throw. Altuve back safely. Off the mark there. 1-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Dylan Cease gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New arm out of the bullpen, Jimmy Lambert.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. And a strike on the outside edge. Alvarez, who's from Cuba, he grew up idolizing a future teammate, Yuli Gurriel, who is 13 years his senior. That pitch clips the outside corner. That is strike 2.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Base hit and a run in to score. But no throw, and they'll have runners at the corners with 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Here's Kyle Tucker. They say you win.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable. Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
1-2 here. Got him looking. Good job at damage control right there. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 2. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus.
Here comes a pitch. That's in there, and that's strike 1.
These White Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners, and you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate. Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there, maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion, and when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
In there for strike 1.
Boog, I can relate to Tim Anderson with my football background and baseball background. He played Little League baseball, but then decided to focus on basketball until he got hurt his sophomore year of high school. He then went back to baseball as a junior. 4 years later, the White Sox made him a first-round draft pick.
Tim made a good choice.
Yes, he did.
Kicks and fires. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 9, Minnie Minoso.
And stepping in is the speedy Minnie Minoso.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
First pitch, and he just misses. And here it comes. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Brantley going after it. Pulls it in on the run. Runner tags up for third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away.
The first baseman, number 35, Frank Thomas.
At the plate, Frank Thomas. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First offering misses the mark.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
The 1-0. And that one hit to first. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
2 on with 1 out. So now it's the White Sox DH, Paul Konerko. That's off the mark. 1-0. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The 1-1. That one missed. And a pitch. Popped up. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Harold Baines.
Harold Baines steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Flashed his power last time, blasted one over the wall to the opposite field.
Line to left, and it stays fair. Anderson flying around third. 1 run is in. Alvarez whips it in quickly. So no advance beyond third, as they don't want to test the strong arm in left.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. And that's too high. Two on, 2 outs. A little bit low. Action in the pen down there. Hector Neris, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Montero, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Thomas at third. Baines at second with 2 gone. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And the right-hander deals, and that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Right-hander kicks, deals, goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. They put 2 on the board, 2 hits, a couple of errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 4. Back here at Minute Maid Park, bottom of the inning, and now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. For all the big postseason hits Jeremy Pena has come up with, remember, he replaced the Gold Glove shortstop at Carlos Correa, and then in his first year won the Gold Glove himself. And it's strike two.
Yeah, and that can be a challenge sometimes for the younger players, Boog. They're really good at the, exceptional, extraordinary type of play, but the routine plays is where they tend to rack up those errors, but not the case for Jeremy Pena. Just cool, calm, and collected.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
That one ripped. Robert ranging back, still going back to the warning track, makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup, Jose Altuve digs in now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. First offering, and it just misses. And a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That's ripped. Base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. Michael Brantley up next for the Astros. Altuve runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And that one moves his feet. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So the Astros lead 1. They hold a 7-4 lead. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here is Yoan Moncada. Moncada measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. There's a swing and a drive. Alvarez going back on it. Back some more. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Seby Zavala. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, was able to yank it into the outfield.
So man aboard. Now it's going to be Elvis Andrus. Good eye right there. Zavala over at second, one down. Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Hector Neris up and throwing. Here's a 1-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. The 2-1.
That's a ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Anderson, the next to hit, takes ball one. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And 1-1. Runner leads away at second. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 4. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Jeff Bagwell. Bagwell, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Lambert back to work. Good eye right there.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think it's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
2-0 to Cal. Here it comes. Just off the outside edge.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Pitch is in there, and the count is 3-1. Fair ball. And it bangs up against the wall.
Now
that ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Biggio stands in now and watches strike one. And Craig and Kevin Biggio were just the second father-son combo to each hit for the cycle. Pretty cool for both of them. And you know how I love the cycle. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
Talking about Craig's son Kevin, he's a solid player, has a lot of his dad in him too, plays the game real hard.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Next to hit, Yordan Alvarez. Swings through that one. 0-1. And the 0-1. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well. Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The 0-2. Ground ball, could be 2. Slings to second, on to first, double play, and that's the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 4. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Minnie Minoso.
Minnie Minoso.
And the right-hander back to work. Just a weak fly ball this time. Biggio racing over to make the catch.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Frank Thomas will hit next. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
The pitch. Just missed.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one. Next offering is down low, and the count is even 2-2. Outside.
Got a full count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now here is Paul Konerko.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Here comes the 0-1. Next offering is outside.
Outside.
Thomas leads off first with 1 away. The next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Kicks and deals. And that one is inside. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. Stays alive. And he deals. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And the righty deals. Ground ball left side, could be two. Feeds to second, out there. And that's two. Nothing doing here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Astros 7 and the White Sox 4. Back here in Houston, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And the pitch. Upstairs.
That's up.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. The 1-2. In the air, out towards left center. Minoso brings it in, and there's one down.
Third baseman, number 2.
Here's Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
First pitch just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Way high.
Ball.
Two-0. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
They say you win.
2-2.
Here's a 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Comes a 2-2.
Full count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
3-2. And there's ball
Ball
4.
Take your base.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Here's a rocket out to left. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Here's the catcher, Gongquan Galigalau.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
And that's in there for strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Fly ball to right. Baines makes the catch, inning over. So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 55, Ryan Presley.
So digging in, Harold Baines. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Here comes a pitch.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Strike 2. The Astros have some action in their pen. Billy Wagner, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Tapped softly on the ground. Sends it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And here it comes. And that's outside. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
3-0.
And there's the automatic.
3-1.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Brantley settles under it and makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third base.
2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, Yoan Moncada.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Smash to the left side. Toss to Bagwell. That's out number 3. Down in order go the White Sox. And they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. New pitcher for the White Sox, Joe Kelly.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 17, Joe Kelly.
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Jose Altuve.
And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Gone! Jose Altuve will touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 8-4. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Michael Brantley stands in. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Up the middle. And that one handled. Andrews. Jump throw. And they get Brantley for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Jeff Bagwell now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. Other thing in this park, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. And another ball. At the belt and fires. And that's through there for a strike. And that's outside. On the ground to third. Bagwell out on the play.
Now that's second baseman, Craig.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Craig Biggio. Gets the call. Strike one.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
So two down. Yordan Alvarez, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
kicks and fires. Swings through that one.
Well, it looks like he just got out of himself a little bit right there. He's looking for a ball in, and to attack that pitch looked like a half-hearted swing.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Moved to first, and he dives back in safely. Left-hand hitter waits. Now this is in the air down the line. Minoso on the move. And that is that. One more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. Back here at Minute Maid Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Seby Zavala. The pitch. Presley, in his 10th season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now it's the second baseman, Elvis Andrus.
Hey.
0-1.
0-1.
Slice down the right side. Here's the 0-2.
1-2.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That misses the zone. Full count now. Next pitch is popped up. Calls it in, and there's two away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Tim Anderson. That one off the mark, ball one. Just missed.
That's a ball.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That misses. And now 3-1. Minnie Minoso up next for the White Sox. And a pitch. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Minoso in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Ground ball up the middle, and it gets by him.
Now the first baseman,
Billy Wagner on to pitch here.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
number 13,
And now the first baseman, Frank Thomas. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing. Oh, 1 down.
1-1.
Anderson, the lead runner, out at second. Minoso at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
One, 2 now. Just missed.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one hammered center field. Way back there. Leaps up the wall, but can't haul it in. And it's off the top of the wall. Across is the runner from first. And it's now a 2-run game.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Man at second here with 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Paul Konerko. Pitch misses.
No, that's
Ball
out.
1. Two outs. On the corner for a strike. Wagner. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. The 1-1. Slider clips the zone.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Next pitch misses inside. 2-2. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 13 hits, 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. For the White Sox, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.